Hello, everyone. This is Keith Jackson, and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. Right now, you're looking at our second video as it relates to finding the slope of a line from just 2 points. And we're going to use the formula y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And that really means the change in x over the change in y, keeping in mind that y is vertical and x is horizontal. And here are our 2 points right here. Point number one has a -6 comma 4, meaning that the x is -6, and the 4 is our y value right here for our first point. And for the second point, we have a 3 comma 4, meaning that 3 is our x value for our second point, and 4 is our y value for our second point. And what we're going to do, we're just going to keep things nice and neat and in order. We're going to use our x sub 1 over here and our x sub 2 over here, right? And then we're going to use our y sub 1 and our y sub 2. We're going to neatly put them into this formula, just like you see right here. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to say a 4 minus 4. So this 4 minus this 4 right here on the top. And then we're just going to go this 3 minus a -6 at the bottom. And so when we do that, when we get a 4 minus 4, we get a 0 in the numerator. And then when we go 3 minus a -6, which really turns into a 3 plus 6, well, we get 9 in the denominator. And here's what's going to happen simply because we have a 0 in the numerator, we are going to get a 0 slope. So when the slope is equal to 0, guess what? It results in a horizontal line. So keeping in mind that if there's a 0 in the numerator, we get this horizontal line right here, meaning that it is a 0 slope. All right, let's go on to our second example in which we have these 2 points right here, 7 comma 5 and 7 comma -2, using our y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over our x sub 2 minus our x sub 1, neatly putting our x sub 1 over here and our x sub 2 here and our y sub 1 here and our y sub 2 here. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to take this -2 and subtract it from this 5. And when we do that, we get a -7. And then we're going to take this 7 minus this 7 right here in our denominator. And we have 7 minus 7, which will give us 0. And guess what? This time, when we have a 0 in the denominator, the slope is undefined, meaning that it will result in a vertical line. So whenever you see a completely vertical line, such as this one right here, know that it is undefined because, again, 0 is in the denominator, which lets us know that you're going to encounter a vertical line with a undefined slope. And let's move on to our third big example in which we have a -2 comma -7 and a 6 comma 5 using y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, the change in y over the change in x, keeping in mind that y is vertical and x is horizontal. And we're going to neatly package our 2 points this way: x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, and y sub 2. We're going to go y sub 2 minus y sub 1. And here's what we get. So we got a 5 minus a -7, which really results in a 5 plus 7, which will give us 12 in the numerator. And then right here, we have a 6 minus a -2, which really results in a 6 plus 2. And that gives us an 8 in the denominator. And we can simplify 12/8 by dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 4, which would give us our final slope of 3/2 or 3/2. So, and it is a positive slope, by the way. So our slope again is 3/2. All right. If you have been given a lot of information, I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause this video to take a look at these three big examples or replay this video as many times as you need to gain a deeper understanding of this concept. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.